Hey guys, RC Madness here. This is going to be the #1 upgrade on my Slash 4x4 so far. This is part 1 of the series. Well, actually I could say this is part 2. Part 1 was introducing the truck, just showing what it looks like. And as you can see, I've already started to get it cleaned up. It's a lot better. It still needs a lot of work, and I'm still going to clean as I go, but I'm getting the chassis off. And I'm replacing the chassis with the Traxxas 5830 LCG chassis. Let me go ahead and open this and show you what it comes with. First of all, this is a much nicer design if you want to do any kind of racing, which I'm mostly going to let my sister and dad and other sister use this, and friends who don't really know much about them, but I think it'd be nice to have the LCG. It would be nicer when I go on-road and whatnot. And I'm not sure which direction I want to take with this car yet. If I want to do an off-road or on-road. But this is definitely better if you do on-road. And it's also nice if you do track racing, or it can be good for bashing too. So just to make it look cooler and newer and increase performance, I'm going to go ahead and put the LCG chassis on it. So in the kit that you get this chassis, which is a blue LCG chassis, and if you see, you can't really tell here, but you can tell that it's much different shape than that one is. And it's also, let's see if I can get you a thing of that, it's also much skinnier. So, with your Slash body, it'll fit down over it better, which I like that as well. So that's cool. We're going to put that to the side. And the other things that come in this package is the bottom brace, I believe. The servo mounts here, and it goes on the LCG like that. And it's just the bottom skid plate brace type thing for the bottom of that. So you get that. And it comes with your battery hold down for your battery tray. It comes with some Nerf guards, I believe they're called, for the chassis that will go on there. It comes with new shocks. Not sure exactly why they give you those, but maybe it has something to do with it being low center of gravity, just maybe better suspension or something. So you get new shocks, and they're the black ones. So I'll definitely be installing those to see how they do as compared to the stock ones. The stock ones, I'm not sure exactly what they are, but I'll be putting these on because they look newer and they're just much nicer. It comes with the manual on how to do it, which I won't need that because I already know how to, but it's nice to know if you're not sure on how to do it. I'm going to show you how to install this in this video as well. And you get a bunch of different little things. You get a 90-degree pin in there. You get your battery tray screw. You get some different foams for different battery sizes, and a few extra screws. So that's pretty cool. Now that's all that's in that kit. So let's get to installing this new one. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take the old one off. So you're going to want to get your 5/64 wrench and your 2.5 millimeter wrench. Let's see. Can't get to zoom in there, but 2.5 millimeter and your 5/64. And you're going to go ahead and go to the very front. I'm just going to start at the front and go back. Let me see if I can get you a little bit closer here. There we go. And you're going to want to take out these 3 screws here. So let me do that and come right back. So now that you've got these 3 screws out, you can go ahead and put those off to the side, and you'll see that the bumper's already starting to come off. So you're going to want to go ahead and flip it back over to the other side, and as you can see, these screws are rough. So if there's any dirt in them, you could take a smaller size and just turn it around in there, and you'll see how that dirt comes right out. Go ahead and blow it off, or scratch it off, or if you have an air hose, that's ideal. There we go, that should be good enough. And then you're going to want to just go ahead and take these 4 screws out. Now that you've got all those out, you can go ahead and put those off to the side as well, and you'll see that this front bumper comes right off. So now that that's off, you can go ahead and start taking off the other pieces. So while you already have it flipped over, you might as well take out these two screws here, as well as these two right here. So these here and those right here and here. So let's do that, and I'll be right back. So now that you got those out and you've got that free, you're going to want to flip this back around, and you will see two screws in here. And you can see it's still a little wet from when I just cleaned it. I'm not too worried about rusting because this is as rusted as it can get, so I just power washed it off, honestly. So go ahead and take your wrench and take these out right here in the front. And you can see after taking those out, you get this whole front bulkhead, shock tower, A-arms, and everything to come off the front of this chassis. So once you've got that, you can put that to the side. Make sure you keep track of all your screws so you know which ones are which. All the flathead ones have been the same so far, so you can just put all those together. But these two front ones that just came out of that bulkhead, those are different. They're also longer, but you can tell by the head. So as long as you remember that those go in those two front holes, you'll be fine. So put those all to the side and go around to the back. Now there's two ways to do this. You could start from the bottom and go forward, or you could start from the top. I'm going to go ahead and start from the top just because it's quickest and easiest. So you're going to want to look, and you see two screws right here at this shock tower. Go ahead and take both of those out. So now that you've got those out, you can go ahead and flip it back around to the other side and take these two out right here and here. And you can immediately see, after just taking those two out, you can go ahead and pull this whole rear bulkhead. Well, actually, this is a rear transmission, not the bulkhead. Don't know what I'm saying there, but you can go ahead and pull that off and set that off to the side. So the last thing to take off of this chassis before you take out and put on your new LCG chassis is the receiver box. It's pretty self-explanatory. You got to take off this box with these two screws here, and you'll see two screws inside. Just take them off, and that'll all come off, and you'll put it on the new one. So once you do that, you're ready to put the new LCG chassis on. I'm going to go ahead and do that and get to the new LCG chassis. So now that we've got the receiver box off of the stock high center gravity chassis, we can go ahead and install this receiver box onto the new LCG chassis. So I believe there's two ways to put this. Actually, there might not be. It looks like it's different. So while I was off camera, as you can see, I've started working on it. I just had to get into it, and I didn't feel like videotaping, so sorry for that, but I just wanted to tell you what my plan is. So, as you can see, the transmission is looking a lot different. Well, when I took it off of the other car, I decided to dye all the gray parts black, just to give it a better look overall. Plus, they were also sort of stained from the dirt, so I cleaned them and just like lightly sanded them down as best I could, and then I dyed them. So they look great now. They look brand new black. And I also got a stainless screw kit from Z Screws. You can find them on eBay. I absolutely love their screws. I have it on 5 of my cars. And as you can see, you get a lot of screws. All kinds of screws. So I love their screws, and that's what I'm going to be putting on here so it doesn't rust, because I'm probably going to be bashing through water with this. And I actually just found a new spot at one of the lakes near my house with a boat ramp, and I was looking at it. I had my Emax there just bashing around, and I thought, man, this would be an awesome spot to do a hydroplane. So I'm going to end up loading up a kayak at some point and taking this over there and seeing how far we can get it to hydroplane out onto the lake. So That's my plan with this, plus letting my mom, my dad, and sisters use it. So it looks awesome with the black and blue and silver. So I'm going to continue doing that. And for the dye, I just did black RIT dye, and I actually have a video on dyeing that I'll leave in the description below. And I will also leave the playlist series to this build in the description as well. You can see down there what it looked like at the beginning and now what it looks like, and all the other videos that I will later be posting. Now, a few other upgrades that I have already done on this as I've been building is I went ahead and put the Traxxas 5827X, which is the battery expansion kit for the Slash 2-wheel drive. I wasn't sure if this was going to work on the LCG, and actually I had someone tell me that it wouldn't, but for $7 I ordered it anyway just to try it, and sure enough, it fits like a glove. It fits perfect just as it would in the Slash 2-wheel drive. Fits perfect, no problem. So that part number right there will work for the battery expansion kit. Another upgrade that I installed that actually came with the truck, I didn't install it brand new, was the RPM rear shock tower. As you can see, it's in great shape, so I thought I'd go ahead and put that back on. So that's it for now. I'm going to go ahead and keep working on this because the directions come in the box on how to put all that stuff on the new LCG chassis. I don't think I need to do a video on how to do it. So if you want a video, tell me and I'll take it apart and redo it. But if not, I'm going to go ahead and keep working on it and show you what it looks like after I finish. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe and comment below.